Welcome. My name is Craig Blomberg. For almost 30 years, I have taught New Testament at Denver Seminary in Colorado. I didn't grow up imagining I would do this. I grew up in a family of public school teachers and always enjoyed mathematics, had success explaining it to my fellow students when they were struggling, even at times when the teachers weren't as effective, and so I thought I would like to be a high school math teacher. I was raised in a mainline Protestant congregation that was not always interested in communicating what I have come to learn is the heart of the gospel message in the New Testament. Though my family was certainly believers, and I learned from them and good Sunday school teachers large portions of biblical content, and especially biblical narratives as a boy. I count my real conversion experience, however, to time when my best friend in my sophomore year of high school introduced me to a Youth for Christ campus life club, and for the first time I saw Jesus making a real difference to peers, to people my age. If that was true in church, I really hadn't picked it up. But even though I prayed to have the Christ of the Scriptures that I believed I knew and believed I was trying to serve become fully real to me if there was anything deficient in my commitment that sophomore year, it was another full year before I began to see significant transformational changes in my life, and that took place after I asked a series of questions to friends and also club leaders with Youth for Christ about how they grew in their faith, and each one independently of each other pointed me to daily, regular, consistent, sustained Bible reading and devotion. It transformed my life, and with occasional exceptions, I've been doing it ever since. When I was in college setting out to be a math teacher, I realized more and more that I believed God was calling me to topics of more direct eternal significance. And I took religious studies courses, and I was exposed to a very different approach to the Bible, one that instilled more doubt by design than it did faith. And I began to wonder if God might want me in a ministry of balancing out that strand of academic, historical, critical, biblical scholarship. I had the opportunity to teach high school math for a year, and it confirmed my love of teaching in the process, and it confirmed my longing to be more directly involved in things of eternal significance. So I went to seminary, found and met a wonderful wife there. We went on for doctoral study. And I've had the privilege over the course of my life and ministry of teaching, of speaking, of writing around the world and in various media, including the media of this Faith Life Logos Bible Software mobile ed program, of taking substantial parts of the New Testament and helping people to understand it better, to apply it better. And that's our goal for this series of videos. We will work through a brief introduction to the letter. We will summarize at the end with a review over the theology and the key themes that we have seen, but the vast majority of the treatment will be chapter by chapter, section by section, paragraph by paragraph, and occasionally verse by verse, progressing through the letter to try to help you understand the narrative flow, the big picture, the reason Paul says what he does and the order that he does, and then, as time permits, as many of the interpretive details and issues and controversies along the way. Not for the sake of simply adding to your knowledge base, although we hope it does that, but so that you might be a better equipped disciple of Jesus Christ and serving him with your spiritual gifts, whatever they may be, even as Paul wished that for the Corinthians in the first century. We hope you find the series of videos valuable to these ends.